What's up everyone, welcome back to Proxy Hatch to Grandmaster. In the first episode I showed you guys perhaps my strongest proxy yet, and since then I have been studying, looking at some old classics, and I think I can sway your minds towards proxy hatching even further. Let's begin. Alright, first opponent is gonna be a Terran. Now I actually looked up two cool proxy hatches against Terran to do, and I have some choices. Now I looked at mostly Bly and Scarlet's games. If you guys are Zerg fans or Starker fans in general, you'll probably be pretty familiar. I did have to say, I did forget to change my color. I don't quite remember which color you guys wanted the most. I'm gonna send this drone across. So the proxy hatch I'm gonna do this game is gonna be a little bit of a... I wouldn't quite call it a fake, but it's gonna be a little bit of a fake. It's mostly gonna be, you know, doing damage and playing like a macro game behind it, rather than actually going full on for a proxy hatch. Now I think... Actually, we do have a little bit of time, so maybe this is the perfect moment to figure out, you know, which color I should choose. Let's see, what are we gonna go with, guys? I saw a lot of people suggest purple. Let's just see how... Oh, it actually does look pretty cool, huh? Not bad. Okay, we'll go with purple for this episode, then. Let me just check if there's nothing weird going on here. And then... Typically, you don't want to proxy hatch at a base. You kind of want to make it a little bit closer. But I think... I'm a little bit crazy, so I might actually end up mining from this. Now, my opponent's name was Drop. I believe it is 18 gas and then 17 pool. I think... Pretty sure this proxy hatch follows the normal patterns of Zerg. Like, I think if you play a normal hatch first in your own base, this is pretty much what it would look like. The only difference is that I'm gonna make a roach warren and a second gas as well, which hopefully doesn't get scouted, but we'll see. Now, for the Terran, there's a lot of options he has. I wonder how scary a proxy racks would be, because I'm basically playing a hatch first without having a hatch at home, right? So that is going to be a little bit scary here, but we'll see what he's up to. I didn't see anything suspicious yet. I think I might even move this overlord across now, too. And I think this is a good time to make the gas. I think it was supposed to be at 20. I did write the builder down. I actually have a small notepad over here, but it's very small, so I actually need to be like, you know, squinting a little bit to read it. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger. And then I guess... Wait, this barracks... Why is this barracks there instead of in the wall? That is highly suspicious. Let's get a roach warren up. And then... I think I'm not gonna get... Oh, he has multiple barracks. Okay, this could be... Multi-racks Reaper, I suppose. Does that make a difference for me? I don't think so. There's... What is going on here? Why is there Marines hunting by Overlord? This guy has the foresight of a god, perhaps. I guess we'll just make some extra Overlords here. I actually made a drone here on accident. Not supposed to have made that, but I don't think it's gonna matter. That supply block is actually kind of painful, though. What is this build? He's making another barracks there as well. Okay, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, I guess. A little bit surprising. Maybe I'll just guard this. And then I'll put a creep tumor down here. And this is why I wasn't supposed to make a drone here, because I needed all the larvae. Now, I did make another overlord. There you go. I do think I'm not gonna make roaches from home. Like I said, this is gonna be a little bit of a macro version. I'm kind of trying to wonder, though, how I want to hotkey this. It's a bit weird having the hatches on the same hotkey when they have a different purpose. Now, I don't have an overlord close for vision. This guy actually has no idea how freaking genius his overlord snipe was. So I'm just gonna make Ravagers from here slowly. And then I'm gonna use this drone to expand. Get the creep closer and closer. I think 3 Ravagers should be a good enough count to go with. Let's see. He still has no base here. It's very crazy what he's doing over here. Let's see. Okay, maybe he's not paying attention to this. Okay, he's actually gonna go for it. Oh no! I blocked my own Ravager. That's unfortunate. Let's see, I mean... Okay, he has a depot here too. This depot is actually a sick kill, by the way. If I could get it. Let's get my units over here. More and more Ravagers will be nice. It did seem like he was making a siege tank. Right? So I need to be careful for that. Try to get my hatch up. Probably can buy all that down as well. Yeah, there's the siege tank. So I'm gonna have to play this a little bit more from the distance. Try to get my base. And what I'm gonna do now is actually get Zergling speed. For the most part, I can actually drone this now too. Should I do that? It just sounds ridiculous to do it, but I think I might as well. And add it back to my main hotkey. And I'll try to bile some things down whenever I can. See, maybe he doesn't pay attention. There you go. He'll probably kill at least the depot here, you would hope. Maybe the tech lab as well. Oh, didn't quite have that in vision yet. There we go. And I mean, Marines are just not going to be good enough. He needs the siege tanks. And at the same time, we're just going to try to get more and more creep out here. That stim is actually probably finished by now. That's a little bit scary. See. Keeps telling me to spawn more overlords. I'll be trying, I promise. Oh, I have been forgetting to make queens a little bit. I'm neglecting that part of the gameplay. That's my bad. I think I need to get more and more Ravagers, actually. I don't ever want to be overrun. I'm not quite sure if he has medevacs, but my creep... I'm actually making it in a way that it like has vision on the entire side of his base. And at home, I'm just going to keep making more and more drones. I actually want to get a Spore Crawler at home as well, just in case he's going to go for maybe like a Banshee or something. He was teching up pretty fast anyway. And at this point, I don't think he has any buildings left on the outside here. Is there a tank that I could... There's at least 2 siege tanks there, I would guess. I can totally buy all this barracks as well. Ooh, he's a Cyclone. That's going to be a bit annoying. How many drones am I going to build? That is the question. Oh, I actually got some. Not bad. My base should be finished now. There we go. Get a queen there as well. And I guess... Maybe I could just keep making queens here. It's going to be very useful to keep basically my aggression on for the most part. A few more drones over there. I do think I actually have enough workers to just be able to spam units. If he ever goes to the low ground, I want to be able to just swarm him with Zerglings pretty much. Some more Tumis here. Well, one thing I did wrong here was not drop creep in the natural fast enough, I want to say. That could have been a little bit better. Okay, he's just going to give up. I'm not sure if he scanned something or if he was just like demotivated by what I did. Yeah, oh man, he was so boxed into his base. 2 Raxes. He actually didn't even remake a tech lab. He had stim, but no combat shield, so his units were useless. And this is one of the strongest proxy hatches you can do. Because as you can see, he got the tank out, he had a lot of Marines. If I did a super all-in proxy hatch, if he maybe made a bunker, he would have held it and then I'm in trouble. But my proxy hatch, I basically, you know, made as many drones as I could besides maybe the first, I want to say 4 or 5 Ravagers. And you can see my eco here is pretty decent. Even if he does break in and get his natural, I'm going to have more eco. I do have to admit, I was a little bit crazy mining from this base. You're not really supposed to mine from this. Like I said, normally you make the hatch a little bit closer instead. But you guys know me. But this is one of the proxy hatches I studied. This was actually used by Scarlet against Clem in the global finals. Very high level proxy hatch. Let's keep it going. All right, another Terran. Okay, now, it does seem like I'm actually the victim of the MMR bug. If you guys didn't know, I think this isn't particularly on the NA server for some reason. There's a lot of people in my Discord that will go and say something like, man, I'm in bronze, but I just met a diamond. What's wrong with the matchmaking? Realistically, either your opponent is not the diamond or you're not bronze. It's just for some reason it places platinum players in bronze league and silver players in master league. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but it's crazy. And I'm diamond, but I'm placed in platinum league for whatever reason. So I guess I'm gonna have a nice shiny plat border for a little bit. Hope that goes away at some point, but we'll see. Now for this one, I'm gonna do a little bit of a crazy build. I had a build a long time ago that I used to torture my friend with a bit. That's how all great builds start, let's be honest, in StarCraft. And what I would do is I would try to get a hatch up in his base and then make burrowed roaches from them, so he would keep having to waste scans really early on. And, oh, this is actually interesting. He's gonna wall the low ground. The problem here is, I feel like this build works a bit better at higher levels, like Master and GM. And the reason for that is that the higher the league, the more likely they will leave my hatch alone and just try to beat it with the minimum needed. And this is what I was worried about. If I do it when, you know, still playing as diamond players, it's very likely they attack the hatchery and I might not be able to get any roaches out. So here, this is interesting because he's attacking with exactly 3 workers. And normally 3 workers is not quite enough. But I'm also not confident in letting this finish now. So I might just actually have to go for something from home. Let's see, what could I do here? I'm a little bit scared. I mean, he doesn't have a barracks. I think he was clearly trying to go for some kind of... Yeah, maybe like CC first player or so? Let's see, he's making a bunker here now. Yeah, so he does have the barracks there finished. And I don't think I'll be able to get roaches up from this. I really want to try, but it's just a little bit ridiculous at this point. Should we do it? No, I think we need... I'm actually going to make a roach warren, but I am also going to abandon the idea at the same time. I'm just going to pretend it was a fake and then try to make the hatchery again in his main. That's the plan here. And there he's going to make a command center. We'll just make the hatch again here. And then I'm actually going to get Burrow. This is turning into probably the worst optimized build that exists. But what am I supposed to do when he snipes my hatchery, right? Not much I can do at this point. I'm going to make one. I mean, if he lets that finish, that would be insane. That bunker is going to be a bit of a problem. Nice. I think, I'm not sure if he's laughing at me or he likes the build, but I appreciate it either way. He is making Marines without making an add-on. That could be good. I think I would be wise to just cancel this burrow, make 3 Ravagers, and let that be it. Now, one idea that I really wanted to use as well was to go for Swarm Host. Could I go for Swarm Host behind this? Yeah, I'm definitely going to cancel the burrow. I'm not going to be able to get this hatchery up. Also going to start a queen, and then I'll just walk these roaches across. There we go. I feel like this icon looks very weird, by the way. I've never noticed this. It looked more like an overshare than a Ravager morphing in there. That's a little bit crazy. And then I'll just have to cancel this. I mean, I'm going to let it live for as long as possible, of course. And I believe a Ravager is 75 gas, so it's going to be able to morph now. And you can just stay here. And I'm going to have to cancel the hatch. Make it again. There we go. That's beautiful. This is actually a really sick distraction, by the way. He might not see this coming, you know. Let's see, I'll just make an Evo like that. And then I can actually go and... Oh, yes, he made a depot. He made like a super depot. I'm going to be able to kill that super easily, which is nice. That's going to double supply block him. And at the same time, I'm going to go for a lair. I think I can even kill this bunker now. He doesn't have enough repair, I think. Oh, that is painful. And 3 Ravagers, guys. One-shot Marines, so you can just do this. Every single Marine going down. Same with SCVs. Now, I do need to get the, you know, weakened ones in the back. And then behind this, I would love to go for Swarm Host. I like how there's just an Evo chilling in his base now. Okay, I need to keep the target fire really good. And then I can kill everything. There we go. Man, the 3 Ravager squad is insane. They're faster, the range is longer, and they can just 3-shot Marines. This is actually beautiful. There we go. And now I can just camp this barracks as well. I guess I might as well scout with this. Actually, I need to keep this so I can make Swarm Host. I do have to admit something, guys. I do not know what a Swarm Host costs. So I guess we're gonna find out how many I can make, how many gases I need, because I'm actually not quite sure that is gonna be... Oh, I could have scouted with these. Wait, he has nothing on that. Huh, interesting. Okay. There was nothing, no add-on, sorry, on that factory, so he's not making siege tanks. Wait, am I gonna be able to kill that command center? No way, right? I'm not gonna walk up that ramp, because 2 of my ramp... Actually, I am. I'm a psycho, why not? Okay, so he has a bunker. Let me just quickly check if he has this base over here. And then I need to make the Nidus as well, of course. No, it does not have that base. I'm gonna make this into an overshare to be able to scout. Now, let's see what these things cost. 175. So you need more minerals than gas, but still pretty gas heavy. And I just think we just start spamming them like crazy. I feel like Swarm Host is the kind of unit where if you're behind, they're not as impressive. But if you're ahead, they're very oppressive, and it's going to be super hard to deal with them. And I think with these Ravagers, we've definitely gotten us into that spot where we're, you know, going to be able to torture him for quite a while. Now, should I remake drones and stuff? I'm not quite sure. I'll just rally everything in there. Put the Nidus right outside of... Actually, I can even put this inside of his base, but that's just a little bit crazy, I would think. Here. There we go. It's funny how I'm pressing the thing just because I don't know what the hotkey is. Probably looks a little bit silly coming from a pro gamer, probably. Or an ex-pro, sorry. Now let's get those Niduses up. And then he's probably going to have a hard time. Yeah, I was going to say, he probably moved his tanks down. But Ravagers are not armored, so they actually can take quite a beating from those. There's a drone in here, interestingly enough. Okay, let's see. The drone can go back. Or maybe I'll just use it. Oh, wait, he's playing mech. Oh, no. That is going to be even better for us. Let's see what I can kill. Probably kill quite a bit, actually. Okay, so he has 3 tanks set up. That's good to know. I'm going to move my overshare around and try to get another Nidus down in the back. That would be perfect. I also have 2 links in here. Oh, that's what I made on accident. I noticed at some point one of the units I made didn't really cost a lot of money. And I guess it must have been those 2 pesky Zerglings right there. Also getting my back base up. Probably a few more overlords at once would be nice. Let's see. This is what I really love playing with Ravagers, by the way. I think it might be the most fun Zerg unit for me to use. Just because you can just annoy people from such a long distance all the time. Over and over and over. Oh, that's nice. Oh my god, that got body... Oh, double C-Seg! Let's freaking go, man. These are so strong. Watch this Starford. And it's gone. Dude, they're actually amazing. Holy crap. Probably should be hotkeying this this Nidus as well. The more you know for the next game, guys. I'm really going to be excited to play with those because I freaking love, you know, abusive units, basically. I guess is the best way to put it. I think what I can do now is actually walk these to the front. Maybe surprise him a little bit. Actually, I can just put them in the Nidus and go in the back of his base as well. That's probably a pretty good idea. Ah! Okay, so he's going to kill this now. But it's not really a big deal. Let's see what he has here. I'll send in 2 Zerglings at once. There's 1 tank there, 1 tank on the high ground. I guess I'll just go into the back. Why not? This is going to be a very painful Locust wave for him. I can tell you guys that much. Okay, oh, this is going to be really painful. He's going to lose everything here. Holy. You guys can kill this one maybe. And you guys can move on to kill another one. They are a little bit slow, of course. You need to keep that in mind. And then at the same time, we're going to put down another Nidus here. That's the best thing about Nidus play, is that you can just kind of approach from every angle, if you will. Do need to make sure I don't lose the freaking Nidus, though, else all of those Locusts would be doomed. Or all of those Swarmos, rather. In the meantime, I can just keep expanding. These things are... I wouldn't say... Yeah, actually, I think they are pretty cheap. The problem with Swarmos is that they're very supply expensive. But they are pretty cheap. Wait, what does a Nidus actually cost? 75, 75. Okay, the more you know. This wave can actually kill his entire army, I think. I wouldn't exaggerate if I think this could kill his entire army over here. I'll lend a few to kill that. Maybe a few to kill the gas. A few on this tank over here. There we go. Now, at this point, he's just running. I don't think he knows what to do at this point. There's just too many freaking Swarmos. Like, it really felt like he was just hiding. I didn't see any single unit there. Oh, I forgot to kill the sensor tower. Oops. Well, maybe I should have scouted for a hidden expansion with these. That'd be nice. I always tell you guys, if things are going like a little bit too well, always try to scout for a hidden expansion. In this case, I think we've just owned him a little bit too hard with like the initial Ravager push and all that. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to scout. Maybe we find a planetary fortress and some starports and some fusion cores. You know, you never know. Oh my god. My army is actually so disgusting. I'm actually loving this, by the way. I feel like Terrans have been tortured by this stuff so much that now I'm just enjoying playing with it. All those tanks are gonna die as well. Oh, I actually misclicked those a little bit. Let's see, try to get all the tanks. That tank is dead. I actually got everything. He doesn't have anything. Oh my god, that is 14 supply. I wouldn't be surprised if it was even less, like less than 10 supply. Guys, this was probably my most abusive Zerg game ever. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 33 Swarmos. Units lost. Yeah, I mean, they're free, guys. The Locusts are free. 700 against 1,927. Wow, this was absolutely brutal. Proxy hatch with the Burrowed roaches didn't quite work out. I'm definitely gonna try it again, because I would love to get Burrowed roaches in someone's base and just, like, torture them from the inside like that. But this was also beautiful. Let's move on to game number 3. Oh, no. We have a random player. Guys, what am I gonna do against a random player? I was just thinking to myself, the hardest possible matchup would obviously be ZVZ. How are you gonna proxy hatch a Zerg? It doesn't make any sense. But now we got a random player. What if he's random and Zerg? What am I supposed to do then? Well, I mean, all I can do is send a drone out and just hope we choose the right one. Now, I have some really all-in proxy hatches on low drone counts. But I guess we just have to cancel those for this game, because I don't know his race, so I also don't know exactly which version to do. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's a whole series. I'll save the cool proxy hatches for later anyway. But this game, I also want to do a cool one. I just need to know what race he is. So I guess I'll be poking up his ramp and then planting a hatchery in his natural. Feels a little bit weird to do, but I guess we are going to do it. Oh, so we're actually playing against a Protoss. Okay. Interesting. I'm just going to pretend to leave, and then I'm going to make a hatchery like right here. Okay. This is going to be... I'm going to do a delayed Spinecrawler rush. This is going to be crazy. I actually learned this build from a friend. It's also the person who taught me the GVT Spinecrawler rush. And you can actually do it against Protoss as well. You're just supposed to hit a lot faster. So here, it's probably going to be a little bit awkward and weird and late, but maybe we can still make it happen. I mean, my opponent is a random player, and what I always say about random players is that they probably don't have their build completely down. It's more likely that they're going to be freestyling than having like a super clean build order or something like that. So, who knows? Maybe this is gonna work out perfectly for us. I'm gonna send a few drones across, which is obviously very, very, very suspicious. But at this point, I think we're just committed, and we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I'm gonna make 2 spine crawlers there with these bad boys. I don't think that probe is gonna see it. He might find this, though. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty obvious. Right, so... Oh, this needs to make zerglings. There we go. And speed, cut out of gas. And then I'm gonna make a queen here and 2 spines. He's making a second gateway. Okay, so his second gateway is gonna be his strategy of choice to deal with my memery, which seems like a decent choice. Yeah, the problem here is that I just need more creep, and I need it fast. Without creep, I'm not gonna be able to, you know, plant my hatcheries or my spines in his face. And that's the whole point of his build. Seems like he's going for an adept first, which is fine with me. I'm actually not quite sure. I think a stalker would probably be the strongest you can make against this, so I'm actually totally fine with that being an adept. I mean, we don't know, but since he chronoed it, it feels like he wants to get it across the map. That's my logic here, at least. I'm just gonna plant down a creep tumor right there in his face. Use my guys, my zerglings. Oh, he did actually make a stalker, okay. So that's probably the best case scenario for him. And I'm just gonna move my queen up. Oh, we're actually gonna get inside, which is awesome. Gonna be able to target this. My spines are gonna take a while to be useful. I'm actually gonna kill that freaking... The stalker's surrounded, guys. You let the stalker get surrounded. Oh no, Dogecoin. Just as weak as the crypto this hold was, unfortunately. And it looks like I'm not even gonna need the spine crawlers. Well, I really want to burrow the spines at least. This is tragic. Oh, now my speed finished. Yeah. I definitely need to make the hatch a little bit closer. I mean, lesson learned. We still got in because he really messed up the stalker micro. But, you know... At least we know for the next time. And there we go, GG. And just like in episode number 1, we are going to end episode number 2 with a spine crawler rush. I think the proxy hatches today were actually really awesome. The first one looked super strong. This one, I don't want to say it looks strong because I didn't even get to use the spine crawlers in time. But if we play a different map, if I make the hatchery here and my spines are instantly... Or maybe if there's no ramp, right? So I can burrow my spines or instantly run the links in. Maybe it looks strong too. Game 2... You know, my proxy hatch kind of failed, but it worked out in the end anyway with some good decision making, which was awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.